Everyone, this is Cooking with Matthew. Today we're going to be doing a chicken pot pie. I'm going to show you what we got working over here. So I've got some celery. I just took the tops off the celery and the bottom. We're going to make a little stock first. I just got some carrots. I didn't peel them or nothing. I got them 2 carrots chopped up. There's a whole head of garlic there, and there's 5 pounds of chicken legs and thighs right there. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get all these little vegetables, stick them in here. I got I think 10 quarts of water in here so far. I'm going to get all my little celery and stuff, my carrots, my garlic. Oh yeah, I got the most important thing. Let's see where my onions are. I have more onions that are somewhere. These little bitty onions, they sell up here at the Dollar General, is about too small, so I'm going to just going to cut that thing in quarters. These are little small onions. If you got a decent sized onion, one of them will work. Let me go grab one more of these onions. They sell these little bitty old onions at the dollar store up here. It's good and convenient to grab stuff though there. Come on. Tell me tip. We gotta remember the onions. Yeah. So we're making a stock right now, or a broth. It's like a broth mixed with a stock, because the stock's usually made out of bones. Well, the broth's made out of the meat. Well, this has got meat and bones in it. So then I'm going to come over here and put my chicken in. I've already got this getting hot. I've already got some salt and pepper in there. I put 2 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper. This is a general guide for this little stock here. I got 10 quarts of water. So there's going to be more liquid come from this after the juice comes from chicken. So that's what we got right here. We got a good little stock started. It's going to take me a while to cook this chicken. I'm going to get me this little lid right here. We're going to put the lid on, and I'm going to put it on about 8. We're going to walk away and we'll be back. Everyone, we're back. I've got my chicken pulled off the bone now. Them vegetables you just strain. Use a strainer. I used this thing to strain the chicken stock. I end up with 5 cups of chicken stock from that. Okay, so that's what I've ended up with there, and I'm going to add some milk to it. Let's see, 5. I'm going to do 3 cups of milk to the 5 broth. So I'll show you what we're working with, so you know what this looks a lot better than the stuff you do the boiling cubes or whatever. So that's the color of the chicken. That's the way it's supposed to be looking when done right. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add I got that pretty high. I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up all the way. I'm going to go ahead and add my 3 cups of milk. That's going to cool it off for a second. I'm going to go ahead and get my cornstarch stuff ready. Though usually I don't measure this for you guys, but I'm going to measure it today. If I can find my measuring cups. They're always in a different spot, seems like. about 3/4. We'll call it 3/4 cup, and we'll do see what 3/4 cup of water does when you mix it around. It's going to be a good old chicken pot pie, and I've got my biscuits already cooking. I like to use biscuits to top my as my top instead of like a puff pastry or something. I like biscuits for my topping, so that's what we're gonna do it. It's a little bit easier, and it's actually to me it just tastes better. It's not easy if you're making fresh biscuits. I got the frozen ones already made. I know I cheated a little bit, but try to make this recipe as easy as I can for you guys. And it'd be nice, good homemade thing. So I've got my veg all here. This is a let's see. Three-quarter cup water, my slurry. I may end up having to add more to it than that. Usually it takes a good bit. This is a 29-ounce can. I may end up adding another can. I got another small can of this stuff, so we're gonna see what it ends up looking like. You can use frozen veggies too. I actually prefer the 5-way frozen veggies over this. I just had this and I needed to use it. So I'm going to drain the water off this stuff. I use the water sometimes making soup. I ain't really making soup here though. Okay, so it's starting to boil a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and add another can maybe of the other stuff. So it's starting to boil now, so that's when when it starts boiling, that's when you want to add this stuff. Go ahead and add your cornstarch slurry to it. You don't want to add it when it's cold because it'll stick to the bottom. I'm going to swash another little bit of water in there just to get all that little bit of cornstarch out. Sonya's barking at something. I think I heard a gunshot outside. The neighbors up at the target practicing. So now we got a nice creamy texture to it. So I'm going to add just a little bit of poultry seasoning in this. This is brand new. I thought I had one already open. I probably do somewhere. I still got stuff I ain't unpacked yet. So I'm going to end up adding, damn, somebody's out there shooting. I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of poultry seasoning. And I like this little rub sage. I'm going to add a nice healthy teaspoon of that. So it's a half tablespoon poultry, and 1 teaspoon sage. Alright, so I've got another can of this stuff. I think I might add it, but I'm gonna double check. Get my little wooden spoon out now. Yeah, that was pretty much the perfect amount of the cornstarch. Yeah, I'd like to see a little more vegetable added. I'm going to open up this little can. So it's going to be, you can just use 3 cans of the small or 1 large and 1 I'll just go with three small cans. That'd be easier to do. I just this is what I had laying around. This one's got some different veggies the other one didn't have. So then I'm gonna add all my chicken to it. This was 5 pounds worth of bone leg quarters. This is the meat I got off of it. Go ahead and add that stuff in there. It's gonna be a nice, healthy pot pie. It's gonna be very medium, very healthy. I like having substance to my pot pie. I'm gonna bring you over and show you what we're looking like. We're starting to look like a really good little chicken pot pie right here. Yeah. So you can buy just a whole chicken if you want some white meat in there too, mixed with the dark, or you can get you just chicken breast. I like the dark meat myself. It's a little more moist, and it is quite a bit cheaper. So I used a 5 pound bag of the bone-in chicken leg quarters on that. I'm gonna let this come back up to, I mean, we'll taste it too. I think we're pretty much to the point because that stock came out perfect. So I added a few things, but I've got it down. I'm gonna tell y'all what I added, and the couple of things I added, I put in it as optional. Man, that stuff came out good. Okay, so I need to crank the volume up a little more on that. Let's see what my biscuits are. My biscuits are just about done. So while my biscuits are getting done, this was 2 parts. So I'm gonna give you the chicken stock part of it, and then what you do when you finish it. So we got 10 quarts of water. What I started with. 2 carrots, I just rough chopped them and threw them in there. I didn't skin them, I didn't nothing. I threw rough pieces of carrot in there. 1 head of garlic, I peeled it and put it in there. The top and bottom of a celery stalk, a whole celery thing. I just chop the bottom off, cut it in half. You can cut it in quarters, and I cut the top off the little leafy stuff. So now I've got the heart of celery left to do something else with, because I drained all that stuff out. I did 2 small onions, or you can do 1 medium onion. You just chop it up. You ain't gotta just throw it in there. You can throw skin and all in if you want, because you're not going to eat it. Then I did 2 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I ended up adding 2 cloves of two each cloves. It's a spice, 2 each of them. That's optional. 2 each bay leaves. That's also optional. They was pretty decent size, so you might, if they're tiny, you might want to put 4 in or 3. There was 2, so there was about 4 1/2 little tiny ones. I'm calling them 2 bay leaves. Yeah. So after that was what I cooked. I cooked that for 2 hours, or no, I cooked it for 1 hour. I cooked that for 1 hour on medium heat, or about 8 really. Alright, let's see. You gotta keep this stuff stirred. This stuff will stick to the bottom and scorch. Cream based sauce, cream based anything is always got a tendency it won't stick on the bottom. So I've got this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off because this is the consistency I want it at. That way we got no chance of that stuff sticking. Okay, so now we're going down the bottom. What I yielded out of that was 5 cups of chicken broth. After out of the 10 quarts, or I don't know why I said quarts. 10 cups. 10 cups of water. Sorry about that. That's 10 cups of water. End up with 5 cups of chicken broth, 3/4 cups of 3/4 cups of cornstarch, 3/4 cups of water. You mix it in separately and you put it in while this stuff's boiling pretty good, and you stir it quickly, because if not it'll lump up. I end up doing 3 small 14-ounce or so cans mixed veg. You can use the frozen vegetables. I did a half a tablespoon of poultry season, half a teaspoon of sage. So that's going to be broth finish. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera over here and just see if we can put it down. That ended up being 10 cups of water. Then we come down here to this, and that's pretty much it. I'm fixing to show y'all what we're looking like. These biscuits should be ready now. And if when you're baking biscuits, the best thing to do is don't separate them. Put them all together. They fluff up better when you put them together. They just I used to be scared to do that, but I found out that they fluff up much better when they're all together. You know, a lot of this stuff I've made mistakes on over the years, and I figured out stuff. So if I can, you know, I've learned. I hadn't always been as good as I am, and I still can make mistakes. I don't know why I'm getting the plate. I'm getting silly now. Alright, so what I do, you can get a casserole dish, and you can split these things and put them on top. Pour it in the casserole dish. You ain't got to go back in the oven. This is basically a no-bake chicken pot pie. So we're going to get our little mixture here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the whole, I'll just do this. Boom, boom. I'll wipe that off. That's what we're looking like. That's going to be our chicken pot pie. Chicken pot pie. Alright, well, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope y'all learned something. Y'all have a blessed day, and if you like what you've seen, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and God bless you.